Hey, so I'm starting an YouTube channel for basics of astrology and similar things. Now I'm going to explain how to read a birth chart. As you can see here, this is the birth chart. This is the North Indian style birth chart. Uh, this is the first house. This is the second house, and this is the third house. This is the fourth house. This is the fifth house. This is the sixth house. This is the seventh house. This is the eighth house. This is the ninth house. This is the 10th house. This is 11 and this is 12. So there are 12 boxes here, diamond boxes, and each of these house represents some area of your life. And in North Indian chart, the boxes houses would remain the same. This is always the first house, this is always the seventh house, this is always the fourth house, this is always the 10th house, this is always fifth house, this is always ninth house, and so on. So in North Indian style, your houses would remain the same. Now we have to see which ascendant you are, that is rising sign. Ascendant is the starting point of the horoscope. It is like the first everything, first house. Ascendant is also known as the first house. Now this is the ascendant in North Indian chart automatically, but we don't know which sign is rising. For that we have to see the number here, that is 11. So the 11 number corresponds to sign Aquarius. So Aquarius is rising, and if you see here the degree is 2442. So that is the ascendant degree. And second house will have Pisces sign. So here it is 12. 12 does not mean 12th house. This is the 12th sign. So here it is second house but Pisces sign. This is third house but Aries sign. Okay, so likewise you have to move to Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, and Capricorn. So these are the 12 houses and 12 signs. And these 12 signs are ruled by some planet. For example, Aquarius is ruled by Saturn. So Saturn rules this person's ascendant. So this person is born in Saturn rising sign. But Saturn is not placed in ascendant. That you have to be careful. Saturn is only ruling this person's first house. It may be placed in any of the 12 houses. Okay, and second we have to see Pisces, which has planet rules the sign Pisces is Jupiter, and in this case Jupiter is also placed in second house. So this person's second house is both ruled by Jupiter and also placed Jupiter is placed in the second house. Now we have to go to the third house. Aries sign is there. So third house is ruled by Mars. Similarly, we have to see next sign Taurus, that is ruled by Venus. And fifth sign, fifth house, third number sign is there. So we have to not confuse this. Initially it might be confusing. This is always the fifth house, but here the sign is 3, that is Gemini, which is ruled by Mercury. Here Cancer is there, that is 4, and it is ruled by Moon. So Moon is ruling this person's 6th house. And here if you see Leo is there, so Sun is ruling this person's 7th house. Similarly, Mercury is ruling 8th house, Venus is ruling Libra, so Venus is ruling the 9th house, Mars is ruling the 10th house, Jupiter is ruling 11th house, and Saturn is again ruling the 12th house. So this is how you see the North Indian birth chart, and now we can see which planets are placed in which houses. Starting with the first house, Venus and Mercury are placed there. Second house, Jupiter is placed there. Ju means Jupiter, Ve means Venus, Me means Mercury, and third house, Saturn is placed. SA. Fourth house, no planet is placed. Fifth house, no planet is placed. Sixth house, Rahu is placed. Rahu is also known as north node of the moon. Rahu is denoted by RA. Rahu is always retrograde, meaning it moves backward. Seventh house, no planets is placed. Eighth house, no planets is placed. Ninth house, Mars is placed, denoted by MA. 10th house, moon is placed, denoted by MO. 11th house, no planet. And 12th house, we have Sun and Ketu. Ketu means south node of the moon, and it is denoted by KE. Sun is denoted by SU. So this is how you read your birth chart. This birth chart is the main chart. You were born. When you were born, this was the birth chart. This sign usually rises for about 2 hours on average. So here it is 24:42, and in another it has to go another 5 degrees and 18 minutes. That would take about 20 more minutes to go to the next sign. So next, after 20-25 minutes, this sign Pisces would be rising. So 12 will become first house. 12 will become here, and then Jupiter would be ruling the first house.